folks, and welcome to this episode of Jay's Tip of the Day. We have a new case that happened here May 2020 that hasn't really made the mainstream media news because, we've been busy with the coronavirus and now the current rioting and protesting. But I only normally talk about use of force cases here in the state of Florida because I'm only a subject matter expert in Florida state statute. I don't know about the other states. But let me give you a story here, and it's actually current. A homeowner in Sanford, Florida, used deadly force and shot a 17-year-old black male in the back while this 17-year-old was breaking into his car in his driveway. His driveway was not a closed garage. It was just a carport, and I guess the pickup truck was actually all the way out in the driveway. The homeowner heard some ruckus at 1 o'clock in the morning. He called 911, opened up his front door, fired 2 rounds of ammunition, striking the individual right in the back and killing him. So, normally I would just say that this shooting was not legally justified, but I'm not going to say this right now because the state attorney's office has not released its decision, but they have made a preliminary statement saying that this shooting was justified because the homeowner had a fenced-in property, and this state attorney is saying that since the property was fenced in, that the private residence or the castle extends to that fence. I am unaware of this. I don't know. So we will have to wait, or at least I will have to wait to see what the state attorney does, because they have not really made a final determination on this. But normally you cannot use deadly force here in Florida for the protection of property. I am unaware about this fence. So if you don't have a fence, I do know for a fact you can't shoot somebody who's breaking into your pickup truck in your driveway if you do not have a fence. With the fence, I am not going to go on the record and say it's open season because you have a fence. You can just openly shoot and kill people. So let's just wait to see what the state attorney's office does, because if they don't charge this homeowner, then I guess the front door of your home now extends to the fence line. So I'm going to be slowly and carefully following this case. And whenever I get, find out what happens, I will post this on my YouTube page. But let me just recap Florida state statute. And I've said this many and many of times. You can use force up to include deadly force if you are an immediate or imminent grave bodily harm and or death, and to stop a forcible felony. A lot of people ask me what is a forcible felony? Well, for example, a forcible felony would be a carjacking, a armed robbery, rape, home invasion, things like that. I'm sure there's other things, but a burglary of your private vehicle out in let's say the road and parked in front of your house, burglary of a unoccupied vehicle is not a forcible felony, and you cannot use deadly force. So remember that. So if you have 10 acres of property that's not fenced in, and you open up your back door, you see somebody on a ladder stealing your mangoes or your oranges, your limes, or whatever fruit you have in your backyard, you can't pull out your .308 sniper rifle and shoot him square in the back. It's not going to be deemed legally justified. Okay? I'm not going to go into specifics of somebody break into your house. That's pretty self-explanatory. Somebody kicks down your front door to make an entry, which is a home invasion. I think that's pretty clear. Deadly force would be authorized. So anyways, just remember what the state statute is. Be careful. Remember, the most important tool in your toolbox is this. That is your brain and your mind. Before you start doing this, because if you do this, before you use this, you could find yourself in legal peril and facing a trial or a jury. And I do recommend trying to get some type of professional liability insurance. There are a lot of them out there. I won't mention any of the names because I don't work for these people and I don't sell insurances. But they could help, because if you do use deadly force and you find yourself, your case is being heard with the grand jury, you're going to be wishing you had the insurance, because a retainer for an attorney normally costs between $10,000 to $20,000. So if you have professional liability insurance or some type of insurance that will cover you during a shooting, is going to be worth every penny. One company off the top of my head is about $350 a year. Some of them are about $175. Just get something, because it will help. Thanks for watching this episode of Jay's Tip of the Day. I do apologize. I have not been uploading any videos. I've been really busy with my current agency that I work for. And that's that. Have a nice day, folks.